A revolutionary device in the health and wellness is taking the internet by storm. Let's watch an interview with the #1 top earner of the company and a popular podcaster.
Well, good evening, folks. Today we have a very different kind of call, and we have a show that's lined up with you with Mr. Rashid. Rashid is a gentleman that works for an international company that came out with this device, an award-winning device that is instrumental in healing people. And he is the #1 income earner. There are a bunch of people in the company earning $100,000, $200,000 a month. I mean, a bunch. I won't even tell you what he earns because most of you will not be able to wrap your brains around it. It's not important. The important thing is the opportunity is very real. The device works. People are just getting involved with the actual thing because they got pain. They don't have any ambition in wanting to sell it. But then they get what I call lubricated lips and they accidentally tell somebody about it. And then that person's pain goes away. And next thing you know, that person that was in pain first is in business because he's got people, everybody's sick, folks. I don't have to tell you. So this whole thing, Rashid, came about because I run a pretty huge operation that's only 7 months old. Telegram groups, Twitter, no Facebook, but we do TikTok, we do Rumble, we do YouTube, breaking through the 100,000 people mark. And everybody always says, hey, Mel, because we're part of the group that basically believes that XRP is going to be the next Bitcoin. And we believe that wholeheartedly, as much as we believe that this product works. And I always hear people say, hey, I'm in pain. Hey, I need more money. Hey, I need more money to buy more XRP. So this is the perfect answer because it answers both of those things. So Prife International, folks, is a company that is based out of Malaysia. And in less than a year and a couple of months, they're doing record-breaking things. Okay, this is breakthrough technology. Okay, and we're basically today we're speaking to our Asian brothers and sisters. Where hopefully I'm going to be breaking in my social media, if you will, my presence as a podcaster to the Asian market. By the way, I happen to be married to somebody from the Philippines. Okay, Rashid, welcome to our show, brother. Tell the people what this product is, what it does. Let's try to keep our language sort of borderline so that we could possibly use this on YouTube. If not, we're going to put a small snippet on YouTube and the rest of it, you know where it's going to go. It's going to go on Rumble. Don't forget to follow us. Don't forget to the merchandise and don't forget to go to QFS1776.com. It is the holy grail of what's coming. And you can't do without QFS1776.com. The quantum financial system, Jasara Nasara, is here. You can study it free of charge at QFS1776.com. Rashid, I'm not going to take any more time. Please tell us everything we need to know about this fantastic product, which I'm very impressed with.
All right. Very good mornings. Good more earnings. I would like to say good more earnings to everyone because that will be definitely resonates well to all of us. Instead of saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, though they don't know what is so good about it. So let's say a prayers and good more earnings. And all you have to say, answer it by saying Amen and Amen. And your wish will be his command. And that is really great because it's 24/7. So I'm really, like I said again, very fortunate to come across this device, which of course in the beginning, a friend of mine, when they sent it over to Brunei, right, I was very skeptical because when I heard it is made in China, we have our mindset and program that anything comes from China, it will be of a low quality. So it's kind of a challenge. But nevertheless, I say, what the heck, I'm just going to try and blow it, right? So I want to show the picture as well when I'm doing it so that you know exactly which device that I'm doing. Just give me just a second. Yeah. So this is basically what it is. You can see it. Yes, these red hot chili peppers. So it looks like a hair dryer, right? It basically looks like a hair dryer. It comes out with a hot air and all warm air. And I was very skeptical in the beginning. However, I was suffering. As you know, most of you know that I'm no longer a spring chicken. I'm a grandfather of 2. I'm a father of 9 kids, and I'm going to be 60 in 2 years' time. So basically, there's a lot of health complication and health challenges. I was also suffering from acute asthmatic, right? And on top of that, I was suffering from nerve impingement, or you can call it cordia, right? Because I fell off a horse about 15 years ago in Australia, and I do have a problem. I couldn't stand for a long time. I need to sit down, and I spent a lot of money in search of the best cure, right? Even went down to Switzerland to look for the apple stem cell, and I went to the factory, right, physically, and I even fly down to Las Vegas in search for DNA repair. So what's amazing, after trying so many various, the rest I could say that it's a placebo effect. Why do I say it's a placebo effect? Is that anything that you consume, it will have a reaction, but it's only temporarily. It will be immune to your body, then the pain starts coming back again, because we are not treating at the root of the problem, right? The root of the problem is right at the cellular level, which needs to be, like I said again, resonate and charge actively. And to charge our cell, we need to charge only with terahertz frequency. So I put it in a layman term so that everybody are able to actually digest it. You know that we are using our cell phone, and inside the cell phone, there is a battery that you need to charge every single night, or else you can't use even whatever 100 apps that you have downloaded. So the question is, if we were to dissect and understand the human anatomy, that the smallest part of the human anatomy, after you dissect it and put it under the microscope, we are trillions and trillions of cells. And how do we actually charge our cell? So that explains, as we age, we get weaker and weaker, and by the time we realize it, the battery cell already flat, right? So you do not want that to happen. And this is an amazing discovery when I got to know about it, because it's not something new, but it's been way back since 1980. So if you listen to that, folks, it's about more than 41 years ago. But how do we not know about this? Probably it's purposely being hidden from the rest of us for various reasons. But what's more important, that the cell would need the charger, which is specifically terahertz energy or terahertz frequency. And this has been actually founded by the ancient Greek father of medicine, Hippocrates. And he mentioned this in, if you are able to hit your bone, right, you may treat all sickness. All sickness will be cured. And that is being resonated by another great genius, Albert Einstein. And he mentioned that the future medicine will be the medicine of frequency. So I do have a lot of medical practitioners and doctors. They came into my Zoom, and even when I presented live in person, and with due respect with the medical fraternity, I mean that they will be very well known in their category, but nevertheless, we are not touching anything with regards to medication. All we are sharing is to highlight on the preventative measure. So it's all about prevention. And here it is. And they have found that the terahertz energy, we can actually get it abundantly, free of charge, right from Mother Nature, which is the sunshine and the sunlight. And it has to be specifically during the early morning between 7 to 8 a.m. Because if you understand that the sun rays, every single hour, it will change, right? So if you're under the sun every morning between 7 to 8, that is giving you the terahertz frequency that's going to activate your body, and we feel so much more revitalized. As opposed, if we are under the sun between 12 noon to 2 p.m. So that's a different UV rays. So what's going to happen? You're probably going to end up with sunburn. So we are so fortunate that there is a company who actually harness the sunshine and the sunlight, and the technology has been harnessed into this device, which is simply called the iTeraCare. So if you ask me plainly, what is this? This is your sunshine. This is your sunlight, 24 hours, in your hand. So it's like I would call it 24/7 doctor on call. This is a very important first aid device. So coming back, I was suffering for 15 years of cauda equina. I can't even sneeze. The moment I sneeze, it will snap. I'll be lying flat on my bed. I can't even raise my feet. I went to chiropractors. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. Still, I said again, it was a placebo effect. When I tried this, I was skeptical though, but I was blowing over my body and I was focusing on my backbone, my vertebra, and my lower back. Lo and behold, after 3 sessions, 99% of the pain suddenly gone away. So I was like surprised. Hey, I've never seen something like this. But after you understand the science and the technology, you becoming to actually embracing it. So it's your sunshine and your sunlight, and every home, and I really like to stress it, every home need to have this. It's a need. It's not a luxury. I hope that explained it in a very simple layman understanding, Kaman.
Absolutely, Rashid. That was awesome. And I want to maybe stress one thing. This is your sunlight that works exactly like between 7 and 8 p.m., 8 a.m. in the morning. Okay, that's the most important thing. But see, the device does not heal you. The device provides the atmosphere so that your cells react and they realize that they're in the atmosphere that they need to be in, and they heal. The body heals the body. This just provides the atmosphere so that the cells can act accordingly. True or false?
True, very true. Because what it does, as long as you're giving back what the cells need, and we have the healing ability to restore back our health, because God has created human in the such perfect creation, right? We are given and blessed with the same organ when we are born till the day we die. We are unlike any car spare parts that is replaceable. So how do you actually maintain it is to actually having this, and what it does when you blow it at your backbone, right? And it starts to do these 3 things. Number one, with the terahertz frequency, it will start to activate your good cell, right? It will start to activate your good cell. And second, at the same time, it go beyond the cellular level, it will strengthen your DNA, because we do understand that the DNA is right in the cell. And what is great, the third thing is that even free radical cell, bad cell, they will also absorb the terahertz frequency. But the major difference between the healthy cell and the bad cell, when they receive the terahertz frequency, the healthy cell will start to vibrate millions per second. That is just mind-blowing, right? And that millions per second of vibration starts to activate all the cells in the body, and that is a normal cellular temperature. But what happens to all the bad cell and all those free radical tumor cell, they will also absorb the terahertz frequency, but the vibration will be faster than the normal healthy cell. I'm just going to throw a number, maybe it's double. So cell being a liquid, we just put it in a simple understanding. What happens when water hit boiling point? It will just evaporate into thin air. So what happens to all the bad cell, the free radical cell, basically it will raise their cellular temperature, and itself, it will start to implode it within your body, and that will be detoxed inside your body naturally. So ladies and gentlemen, it is not something of a, what do you call it, science fiction, but actually is a scientific reaction. And this is not rocket science. It's basically an established science, which we were totally ignorant of this before. So having said that, this is what you need to blow all over your body, because it can detect. It's like an AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah, you know, you're absolutely correct. You know, when I got involved, Rashid, I'm guilty as charged. I didn't take this very seriously 4 months ago. And some people tried to recruit me. I said, yeah, okay, no problem. So I threw a few people in there and I just went about my business, because I love podcasting, and I found my passion. I love to talk to the people. The people are resonating with me. They like the pizza guy from New York, New Jersey. I don't know why, but they do, and the rest is history. But I believe that the reason why the company is having tremendous success, these people that are coming in, folks, they're not salespeople. They didn't go to a sales college for 5 years, 6 years, and then they came in and they're top notch. You've never been to a sales college. You probably never sold anything like this in your life. Correct?
Correct.
You know,
So what is happening? Why do people feel so passionate about it? Because everybody has somehow experienced the change over their body. It's like a miracle, right? Nobody has expected anything so fast, so quick, because it has the terahertz frequency, it has the quantum technology, and what's more. So everything is all embedded into one, and this is a complete, because if you are taking a lot of supplements, a lot of superfood, we got to understand that how it works in the body, it would just work on the organ level. So I put it in a simple way. Supposing you're driving a car and your air conditioning in the car isn't working, but instead of repairing or putting in new gas for your air conditioning in the car, you went to overhaul the engine of your car. Will that get the air conditioning cool in the car? So you are not troubleshooting at the right place. So that applies the same that it wasn't applying at the root of the problem. So that is why I call it a placebo effect. It's just temporary and then it starts coming back again. But the moment when you address it right at the root of the problem, it's going to regenerate new cell. And what's going to happen? You're going to have not just anti-aging, ladies and gentlemen. I am the product of the product. You're going to have reverse aging. You're going to see and start to notice you have a high level of energy. You start to look very glowing right from inside out. And basically, you use it to blow your hair. If you still have the hair follicles, you will notice all those baby hair starts coming out. Right? So like, I mean, so here's a newborn baby all over again. Okay? And what is great also, you're going to blow because you're going to activate the cell of the eye, the cell of every organs of your body with a vibrations of million per second. And that is something that we have shown it during my presentation. So we are very passionate. So we are sharing this to the world just to tell the truth. And what is the truth, ladies and gentlemen? The truth heals. People got it all wrong that the truth hurts. No, the truth heals. When you know exact truth, what this device could actually do to a human body is just like this is Mother Nature. This is just God's gift, bringing back everything to its normal, original state of health. Wow, that is just amazing. And we start sharing it. So you are very fortunate. You are with the podcast with the king over here. Look at his chair. You can tell he's the king. And do not forget, we are actively on social media because we're going to reach the world. Just imagine when I started distributing this globally, I was in the lockdown in Brunei. So I was doing it at my comfort of my home. And I'm 58. I don't know about Zoom. So I learned as long as it's A, B, C, 1, 2, 3 Romanized, I just get a hang of it. And I was surprised that it starts to have the audience, not only from Singapore, from Malaysia, from Philippines, it stretched all the way to Hawaii, the mainland across USA, and also to the whole of Europe. Wow. And what is so wonderful, this device is able to reach every single home. Whether it's going to be another lockdown in the future, we are here and it's a new paradigm shift, ladies and gentlemen. So what is important, if there's going to be another new lockdown, which is going to be, we are prepared and we have the great device for every home. I, Terahertz, shall take care your family health.
You know, you go to the doctor, you tell him, hey, I got this pain. He gives you a prescription. You go back, say, hey, I got this side effect, this side effect. Next thing you know, you're taking 5, 6, 7 different drugs to deal with the side effects. Next thing you know, you're taking a basket full of this stuff that doesn't work. Okay. And so people are dropping the money on this item because they got to buy it only one time. That's it. It works. Okay. And people are telling other people they're not naturally born salespeople. They're telling other people because the excitement level, and that's why the company's having success. It's really not that big of a, it's not like rocket science. Okay. This is Tesla Rife technology, which existed many years ago. There was no reason to get rid of Rife. There was no reason to put him in jail if his technology didn't work. Okay. We're going into free energy technology. We're going into med beds. This is like having a portable med bed. It's like, okay, you can't bring a whole med bed with you when you go on vacation, but you can sure as hell bring one of these. If you got a med bed like in your town, yeah, you go in the med bed, do your thing. But then if you got a pain, you got this thing right in your suitcase, whammo. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I cannot believe, because when I got involved, like I was telling the story, somebody called me about 3 months later, 2.5 months later or so. They said, listen, you got this money. And they actually called me twice and said, you got this money sitting in your back office. What do you want to do? I said, I didn't even pay attention. I was so busy doing podcasting. So then they called me again. They said, listen, you got $3,600 sitting. Okay. Oh, $3,600 is not a lot of money, but you got my attention a little bit, So then the curiosity got the best of me, and I started to do some research, and I came across a lady in the UK, this lady with tattoos, very beautiful lady, and she had her mother. And the testimonial was absolute, this was not staged, this is not actors, this is real stuff. You see, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of these testimonials. You cannot just say, okay, yes, Prife International was probably owned by a billionaire and he probably paid a bunch of people $150 to go make. No, that's not the case, And I'm excited because, we're now opening up the United States. We're opening up Canada. They didn't know who I was. I took the business serious. The next thing I know, I'm not the number one income earner. I got a ways to catch up to him. Okay, but I'll do that. But I will tell you what, I am the number one recruiter in the entire company. I'm on the bulletin board. I was like, my wife goes into the back office and it said Mel Carmine, number one. What? Are you kidding me? But that's what but now we got a plan to really literally take over. It's a secret plan. We're not going to let it out, but my core people are so excited. We got a plan to get everybody to 40, 50K per month, not financial claim. We're not trying to make income claims here. Okay. Because it all depends on it's what you put into it. It's like sex, the more you put in, the more you get out. You know what I mean? And so the reality is I got 20 hardcore people. We got a 6-month plan that's written and it's ready to go. And we're going to take over the United States and Canada. Don't even bother. It's ours. We're taking it. You know what I mean? We're really excited, man. I mean, I got people so energized, Rashid, I can't even begin to tell you. But you will see what's going to happen here in the next couple of months. And you're going to call me and say, Mel, we need to do another podcast. Yes, sir.
I believe so, Mel. I believe so because you have that enthusiasm and you have the experience. And what's more, you are using technology, that social media, to reach to the world. Now we are living in a borderless world. I mean, this is great because when you talk about technology, and this is what it is all about, because I just like to reiterate here that we understand that the body will regenerating of new cell, just like the cell of the stomach every 2 weeks, the DNA, the blood, and the brain is going to be 1 year, right? And if you're going to let nature take its course, by the time you can recover, you get even worse. It's just like I put it, if you're going to drive from the East Coast to the West Coast, that's going to take you a few weeks. But if you're using technology by taking a flight, that is technology. By taking a plane from the East Coast to the West Coast, you're going to reach there in a very short period of time and in a very comfortable way. So likewise, this is what technology does to our cell, regenerating, how to expedite regenerating of new cell. So when you start doing it, it's regenerating of new cell. And over time, it's like a reprogram of your whole DNA. So that is what's happening. Because when it's regenerate new cell, you're going to have a new cell of the eye, the new cell cell of the heart, the new cell of the lung, the new cell of every single inch of your body. And eventually what is happening, it's going to be, you're going to have a new organ all over again. Wow, that's like a new you. So I like to say this right now, that age is just a number. We are never too old to be young all over again. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you reap what you sow. You're going to be the citizens of the world, right? So I'm looking forward, because next month I'll be flying over to Las Vegas. Yes, Viva Las Vegas, hoping to see you there, and we can actually touch base. And the company is really serious. They are setting up their entity, they are present. They even set up their logistic to cope up with the demand. And what is great about this product, it's basically we're not putting the cart before the horse. It sells. The demand exceeds the supply. So this is something beautiful, and we are just beginning. Yes, we are just beginning now. So I can see that you're going to be one of the top guns, and you have already worked hard. And how we're going to show to work smart, because I want you to come in minimum to get the maximum out. So you want to make big money and fast.
Yeah.
And that will see you at the top.
What could you tell somebody, we'll close it out with this, somebody who's motivated, they want to make money, they want the right product, they want a product that works. Obviously, you and I, they look at this, they say, okay, Mel Carmine and Rashid are definitely convinced that this works. Okay, wonderful. They come in. What plan of action can someone take, someone that has maybe a little bit of knowledge on how to sell and talk to people, and based on your compensation plan, what plan of action can someone take to come in and be on a fast track to the fast money? Because there's a lot of people making too much money real fast here. It's undeniable, you know? So,
all right. So this is what I always like to encourage and advise them. Please do not run other people's race. Run your own race. So if you're going to be a user, just have the device. You don't even need to get registered. You don't have to do any maintenance at all, and nobody gonna be actually hunting you like a monkey on your back, right? But if you are just a mediocre, a simpleton, maybe you just have one account, or maximum is only 3 accounts. But if you are a serious builder, when I say serious builder, that means you're really going to put the effort. You're going to be focused. Number 1 is focus. Number 2 is focus. Number 3 is focus. So it's focus, focus, focus. Then you're going to see, wow, an exorbitant big money. So it's just like unbelievable, because when I pass it down to the people in the Philippines, the very first month they make 10,000 US dollars. Imagine, for 350 US dollars, and the very first month you make 10,000 US dollars. That's amazing, right? And 10 months later, they are making 100,000 US dollars every month, and it's growing. So what is the secret? If you're a serious business, you got to have at least 9 accounts under your name. I'm going to guide you how you're going to have, I'll say it again, you're going to have the apex of your triangle, so right at the top. So you want to do that right from the beginning. I do not have that privilege, because the sponsors who actually got me in, he's an elderly man. He's a nice person, but he doesn't even know how to open up a laptop, a computer. But I was working hard, and I'm not seeing my money. I say, what the hell is going on? Something is not right somewhere. When I come to know about it, then I start to re-strategize, you see. But nevertheless, I appreciate, because of him, I restore back my health, and it gives us the golden opportunity. So for those in the beginning, if you want to get started, if it's possible, I want you to open 9 silver accounts. Right. So we're going to do another podcast to show you exactly how you're going to do it. And please take note, this is not an investment. This is a business. You got to work the business initially, and eventually the business will take care of itself. And what you're going to have, the more money you make, there is no burden on your shoulder. You have your financial freedom. You're really enjoying the life. That is why Prife International slogan, you're going to reach the prime of your life.
Brother, this was great. We're going to say goodbye to the audience. I'm going to hit the pause button because I want to hold you over for maybe an extra 5-10 minutes. I mean, to be with the number one guy in the company and having access to him is like, it's like, wow, I can't believe I'm actually doing this, you know? But I got on their radar. They obviously knew who I was because I was like the number one guy. They say that I put in something like, I don't know, 900 customers in my first 2 weeks, you know? And then the rest is history. But thank you so much for coming. We're gonna say goodbye to the audience. I'm gonna hit the pause button, and we'll see you on the next one. Don't forget down below, take a position. If you have questions, I'm gonna send you. I got a staff of about 6-7 women, including my wife. I choose all women because they are devoted. Okay, and they will be sure to answer any of your questions. Thank you so much.
Seeking business partners. For more info, DM us or call 1-866-720-9233 or go to www.3lccorp.com/iteracare.